Hey everybody, this is kind of my first type of video, and I figured this would be a good game to try out. I'm using a kind of recording app for this. I don't know if it's working well. This is my first time using it. And for some reason I figured this would be a good game to try, so we're playing the Oregon Trail. Complete Edition. Yeah, I was able to get the whole other stuff for it. Let me show you a new game. Doing campaign. No, don't, like, if anybody actually does watch this, don't judge me. I'm just gonna go easy mode, because I really haven't seen the full game. I have played with this a bit, and I have unlocked the Not Clement skin, and to be honest, I do like how it looks, so I am gonna use it. Alright, tap on the enemy and draw a line towards yourself to shoot. It's fairly simple. The only problem is, since this is on a phone, I have trouble with myself with this. Ooh, shoot a lot more. And I'm out of ammo, but don't worry, this guy actually comes and saves your butt. Well then, it looks like I just saved your bacon. I reckon we stand a better chance out there if we stick together. My name's Clements. I used to be a priest. Not much use for those nowadays. What's your name, partner? My name, and to be honest, I don't really care if people see this. My name's actually Jose. And this happens a lot. Okay. The pleasure's all mine, Jose. Listen, even with the two of us, we won't survive very long. Everyone I trusted died a while back. Do you know anyone we count in a pinch? Well, to be honest, I usually named people that I've actually known in my life. Sorry about that. I actually named people who I know in my life, so I'm just gonna name the people who I feel like I would actually know and count in a pinch. Now, these are just people I know, and I won't really say who they are in my life, but just to let you know, I do know people with these names. Okay, there's a good chance if they're still alive, they will be at the shelter set up in DC, if they have any sense, that is. Sorry, I am terrible reading at this. We're gonna need a way to get around. I saw an old station wagon a few blocks back. Those things may not be reliable, but you'd be surprised how roomy they are. Anyway, let's keep moving. And I haven't unlocked any of the other stuff, so basically this is all brand new. So we're gonna pick a basic station wagon. No bonus, and kind of all-round good stats. And if anybody who's kind of new to this is kind of based off a very old game called the Oregon Trail, which I have never played, but actually have heard of. During this bit of the game, you can actually, like, practice around with dummies and stuff, and you won't mess up on ammo and stuff. But, yeah, this game was based on, like, a really old game that I think only my grandparents would know, or maybe like my mom or dad or so, I don't know. I forgot what year it was released, but it was basically based on how America was made and how people moved to the West when people first came to America and tried to prosper in America and stuff like that. Forgive me if I'm just making make that sound dumb. It's just, I don't know. Sorry. Alright, I think we got enough fuel and food for us to make it to DC in this baby. Let's hit the road, I'll drive. $135 miles to Washington, D.C. Clements has broken his arm. God damn it, Clements. Clemens has dysentery. Fun fact, that I think was instant death in the original game of this. When I mean original, I basically mean like the game that this is based off of. And I do believe... No, it wasn't instant death, but it was like something that really would kill you, because you had no way to get rid of it. Clemens was bitten by a zombie. Yeah, god damn it. And we're out of fuel, but we just had enough to make it to DC. And as you can see, Washington, DC got fricked up. Sorry, I don't know if I can really cuss that much on YouTube. I'm new to this, to be honest. Just as the station wagon runs out of fuel, you coast... Oh, sorry. Let me retry that again. Just as the station wagon runs out of fuel, you coast into the city. You can hear a radio blaring in the nearby window. Repeat, all survivors who still remain in Washington, D.C., the government has declared a Class 3 biohazard in the area. They will be commencing a nuclear strike within a few short hours. Get out while you still can. The city is lost. Tap anywhere to continue. Okay. Looks like we have a problem. I'll go look for your friends at the shelter. Meanwhile, you should be scavenging supplies. I heard about a place in the West Coast that is supposed to be safe haven from all this chaos. Let's meet back here and head out. Take my journal. I've written down everything about surviving the road. It should help you decide what you think we may need on this trip. So, the reason why I picked easy mode is because, like, if you pick easy mode, you get a lot more time to, like, gather supplies. Like, they give you 18 hours for this, and I feel like I'm a bit of a softy for doing easy mode. But hey, this is really kind of like my first time playing this game, so... Well, I had a test run, but I deleted that, so... I don't know. Okay, but we're going to want fuel, at least 24 hours from what I heard. Food, definitely get, like, maybe that much. I'd say get 400 ammo, because ammo is really not that hard to come by. In my opinion, though. Medkit, I say get 10. Money, I mean, you could, like, start off with no money. It's not gonna be a problem unless you, like, want to buy stuff along the way, because money is kind of important, but, like, I don't know. For the main parts for the car, I usually get 2 of everything, but seeing how much I have, I might go 4, and then I might put the rest into money. So all around, not that bad. I think we'll be doing good for now, so if you want to take a look at the journal, I could, like, do that for you guys if you want to. So fuel, you can travel for 4 hours on a tank of gas. I find that you want to have at least 8 tanks with you given any time so you can make it to your next destination. Even then, these suckers seem to get lost or stolen all the time. That is actually true, and I've actually played this game, and to be honest, I got some tips from, like, people you could talk to in the game as, like, NPCs and stuff. They say you should at least bring, like, 20 cans. Now, I don't know if this is a bit of a spoiler, but I just would say if you are planning on getting this game, it's on Play Store for, like, a reasonable price. I would recommend it. Medkits, basically, sometimes, like, you need a good old-fashioned medkit. There always seem to perk somebody up when they're feeling down. I've seen a guy with a broken arm say he felt at least 30 times better after I patched him up with one of these bad boys. Always a good idea to have a few handful around for emergencies. So, funny story, well, not funny. A good, well-known fact is medkits only use on yourself, because when you, there's like a rest, actually, no, I'll talk about that later. And money, although most traders on the road don't find much value in paper money, there's still little pockets of civilization who cling on to the old ways. I got a few hundreds on me at a time so I can buy what I need when times get rough, but these merchants really have a funny sense of value for the end times. You should really be able to find money while scavenging. Scrap, which I don't think we've gotten to, but, like, this is what we use to fix our car. You will need to scavenge for scrap if your car breaks down. You can make some general repairs to your vehicles with all scrap lying around. The more you have, the better chance it will stick. I usually get repairs at the auto shops myself. It's pricey, but I'm no good with my hands. Food, basically what it is, the easiest way to get food other than all the zombies, depending on your number of people in your group, how you're rationing. You can burn through your food at a rate of 1 to 3 ounces per person per hour. So basically, if you made a ration of a normal, medium rationing, that would give like 2 people 2 ounces of food an hour. You would be eating an average of 240 ounces per day with a group of 5. And in car parts, basically how we make our cars work and everything. Okay, that was basically it. Did we actually... No, there isn't scrap. I'm sorry, I played the director's cut. There used to be scrap here. You could have collected scrap. Anyway, I'm going too long with this, so let's just continue. Your friends join your party. Great, everyone's here. There's just one more thing. Back there on the road, one of those things bit me. I'm already not feeling too well, and I can't stand the thought of becoming one of them. You're gonna have to put me down. Why don't you keep my journal? It may help you out there. Good luck. Yeah, this is kind of the most effed up part, but you have to put him down. This is actually the reason why I picked this skin, because I always think I'm Clement, and I can, try to do what he couldn't do. Survive. Jose put down Clement. That's kind of the most fucked up thing in a zombie apocalypse. Excuse me for my cursing. Okay, so I played a director's cut. There's something you couldn't do. You couldn't decide what path you could take. So basically, we could have went to the George Bridge, and we would have a radiation warning. But for now, I'm gonna be a bit of a softie and not have a hard time, so I'm gonna go to Pittsburgh, which has decent supplies and gives me a V6 engine. Oh, and the goal of the game is to get from start to finish. This is how the original Oregon Trail was. Alright, so we're gonna head to Pittsburgh, and, yeah, let's do that. As you can see, it was... What am I saying? You guys already saw this. I'm sorry. Wait, how the... Oh, okay, never mind. I was just wondering how the station wagon was kind of... has a bit of a dent in it. Okay. So this is usually how the original Oregon Trail was. As you can see while we're driving, our party members begin to deteriorate. Oh, and these are some random events that can happen. You can find, random stuff. For instance, you find a fuel can at the abandoned car station. As you can see, we actually did get a fuel can. Because, remember, I had 24 fuel cans, and, every hour we use a quarter of one. So as you can see, I have 24.25 cans of fuel. So as you can see, that's how I know I got one, because I remember putting 24 fuel cans, if you guys go back to the video and see. I'm sorry if I'm being a bit quiet, I don't really know what to commentate about. Oh, you find a cache of 1 scrap in the old shelter. That can actually happen before you end up in a store. Okay, welcome to Pittsburgh. Not going so well. As you can see here, it's a lot of stuff. You can do a lot of things. You can do an auto shop. This is basically how every place you go to starts off as. You could buy, there's sometimes an auto shop, sometimes not. I could buy this. The V6 engine. Travel faster at the expense of car. At the expense of the car. Basically, you go faster, but your car gets more damaged. And it's kind of like take the good with the bad. I personally have tried this in the director's cut, but I don't know, it was good, but I had to fix the car up a lot more faster than usual. I don't know if I'm going to be getting it. We could do jobs. Okay, there are 2 jobs we could do. There's something hidden at the back of the graveyard, but it's too spooky for me. Difficulty dangerous. Payment 1 muffler. I don't know if I want to do that. Or we could do hit and run. For every 10 of those things you kill in 40 seconds, I'll fix your car up a little bit. I think our car is good for now, but I might do that in the next episode. As you can see, it's what I'm trying to say. Like, you can sell your stuff, but who would really sell their stuff at the beginning of the game? You can also buy stuff, and if you click the supply tab, we can check what our supplies are. Combat training, I think, are just kind of like skills you can learn when you go to towns, and like it helps you do some stuff like carry more stuff while scavenging. Like scavenging is like in basic Oregon Trail, like scavenging for food, except this time you can scavenge for other things like parts, money, and stuff like that. Rationings, like you can decide how much people can eat. Trading, like you can go around asking people for trading. Like, here's an example: a passerby wants one of your medkits for $13 of your dollars. Will you trade? To be honest, this early in the game, I will not make that type of trade. And I don't know. For anybody who says anything, I just don't really see that happening. So like here you can look at your upgrades right now. If I didn't say this, but like the vehicle we have is a station wagon. This is the basics for the vehicles in this game. You can repair stuff. Right now we have 11 scrap, which is actually interesting. I think you start off with 10 scrap, and we just got 1 from what we found before we came into town. But you can repair your vehicle. I could actually show an example. It's like you have to get the circle into the dot. Ooh. As you can see, I fucked up immensely and did not get that in right. Time passes as you repair your car. You can take a look at the road map, see how far you've gotten. You can set the pace. I always stay at normal because every time I go to I never went to turbo, but I've always stayed at normal. Have never had any problems with that. You could also check your party out, and you could do things like medkit your people, or for some reason they give you an option to kill a person, which, like, if you were dumb and you started this early in the game to kill people, I really wouldn't understand. But hey, there's an achievement later in the game, spoilers, that if you kill everybody and then just play the game normally as you go, you kind of get an achievement. You don't have to beat the game, you just basically kill everybody. Well, they weren't even bitten. If you're worried about an infected survivor turning and causing harm to the rest of your party, you can put them down. Infected survivors usually become zombies when they're out of health. Infected members are shown with the green icon. As you can see, nobody is green. You can talk to strangers, like, here's one. Have you ever noticed that there aren't any children zombies? I reckon the infection just kills them. Probably means their meat is still good to eat, too. That is the most effed up stuff I've heard in my life. Well, we're going to be continuing this in the next episode, so peace out, everybody, and have a nice day.